Hello there, my beautiful little children.
Yes, it is blue. Give me a sec.
Oh, there we go.
It was blue, da-bo-dee-da-bo-die.
Guess what we're playing today? And we're not going to act like we just did this episode already.
and totally didn't have the computer crash on us. And
Yeah. We never can have a normal first episode.
no, it has to, especially with Batman. But you know what? We got past that.
We got past it.
By literally just starting on the second episode.
Look, it's the...
it's the warthog that I hate.
It's the Arkansas Razorback symbol.
I hated that.
Welcome to Looney Tunes back in action.
Wow!
Dude, I'm so excited.
Looney Tunes back in action.
It must have been so easy to do Photoshop back in the day. Because look at that. That's such an easy thing to do. We could recreate that ourselves if we wanted to.
It's beautiful though.
I know. It's so great. What you want to do? I say B because
I just want to say this again. I mean, for the first time, but again. The game mechanics in this game were so good. Like, I didn't have a lot of complaints. Like, look at this. I'm barely tapping the controller. That's good. That's fluid movement.
Sneaking around the corner.
That's very fluid movement, you know?
That's true.
That is like, they put effort into this game. It wasn't just a cheap grab, you know? I mean, I'm sure it was a grab at money, but it was they invested into it.
Well, like, wasn't Warner Brothers technically a part of the Arkham series as well? Because it was like DC was affiliated with Warner Brothers, so yeah.
Therefore, Looney Tunes Back in Action is related to Arkham Knight.
Whoa! Speaking of which,
this is what's happening right now.
Yeah, I was actually speaking of which, I was watching this thing about Green Lantern, like things that we wish you didn't remember about Green Lantern.
Oh, the show.
No, just about Green Lantern in general.
Oh, okay.
Is that like?
Do we need to turn down the volume?
No, I can take it out.
Okay,
Don't worry. It's totally Batman. He's Batmaning the animated series right now.
Do you remember? I don't remember how to do this, but I remember doing it.
Yeah, like fighting this bad guy?
Yeah, you could fight that guy.
Yeah, okay. Like, there was a... do you remember that episode of, like, not the edgy Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century, but the older one, where it still looked like Looney Tunes, and it wasn't, like, the art style wasn't as dynamic?
Yeah, the original...
Yeah, the original Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
It was just one episode?
Well, I think so, yeah.
And it was, like, Porky was in, like, all gray, and they were, like, had to go to Planet X because they were running out of the... running out of like a certain mineral they used for shaving cream.
Well, they actually did like a short series for a while, like full of like Duck Dodgers, and Green Lantern was in it.
Hold on.
It was in.
Hold on. Are you talking about the good series with like the Queen of the Martians and stuff?
In both of them. He actually like hung out with the Green Lantern Corps in the older one too.
I don't remember the older one.
It happened. Like I literally saw.
Can you look this up?
Yeah, I'll look it up. But like in the original Duck Dodgers.
A Hollywood executive who's secretly evil? Should we be?
I love that line.
And it's funny because it's Warner Brothers and they have no idea what they're doing with the DC Cinematic Universe. Green Lantern. Duck Dodgers.
Yep, and dangerous in the wrong hands. So what do you think? You up for saving the world?
Yeah, on the animated series, TV series Duck Dodgers, the episode entitled The Green Lantern includes appearance by many members of the Green Lantern Corps. Because in that one, he gets Hal Jordan's outfit and a ring because he gets switched up in the...
Can I see like this?
Yeah, look at that. See? But like,
are you sure? Like, are you sure this is the? Is there like a brand new Duck Dodgers?
Yeah, and that happened in that one too.
A brand new one. Like, is there a brand new one or is
no?
Because I remember there was a really good one back in the day.
Yeah, the one with her in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen.
But that's the newer one.
Yeah.
There was one before that.
Let me double check.
I don't remember one before that.
The Green Lantern. Apparently the Green Lantern is also in Lego Batman 3. Yeah, so that it had to have been the new one because it came out in 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an old show? Are you sure there's an old show?
And I don't know, cause
I remember that there was one episode that they based the whole show off of. That was way back. It was a classic. It was a classic Looney Tunes. Classic Looney Tunes episode. But that was the original idea of Duck Dodgers, and it was like all crazy with the giant eyeball. And when you first enter the door, and they had to like go to the planet X, which was like literally filled with X's and stuff.
Did you know that the guy who originally sang Duck Dodgers was Tom Jones? And the Flaming Lips?
Okay, can I just say that makes a lot of sense? Because yes, it sounds just like him. I thought it was just a knockoff though.
No, it was actually him.
That's awesome.
But like I think they did it in another one, and then they did it in the older one too. But they didn't show Green Lantern. They showed Green Lantern in the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
We gotta find this now.
Green Lantern, Duck Dodgers. I'm just try this again.
Duck Dodgers in the 24th and 1/2 century.
You showed him.
Just smacking the freaking chorus because we all hate those.
Oh yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and two
Just kidding.
shows on Saturday.
In blackest day or brightest night, watermelon, cantaloupe, yada yada.
All right, I'm gonna turn that off so that way we don't get a content ID.
Dude, that's cool. I can't tell, like, that looks like an older Duck Dodgers, but at the same time, the early Duck Dodgers would have been like that old, you know?
Yeah. But then again, we do have like very skewed ideas of like what is really old, you know?
Okay, yeah. Okay, speaking of which, Duck Dodgers was that one Looney Tunes show that was really good.
Yeah.
But there was one that had a lot of potential. That was cool.
Yeah, that really dark one.
There was one that had a lot of potential that for some reason a lot of people hated, and it was the Looney Tunes where they like had superpowers. What was it called?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
looking it up again.
It was like something clever. You know what I mean? Oh man, what was it called? It was like something like energized.
Lunatics?
The Looney Tunes!
Oh my gosh,
Dude, that was such a cool. I love that.
I totally remember Lunatics.
Cool, but they like nobody for some reason like people. It got really bad reviews.
Yeah, because Ace Bunny and all that. Yeah, I totally.
Ace Bunny?
Yeah, that's the bunny. Yeah, it wasn't Looney Tunes per se. It was kind of like the.
It was Looney Tunes, but it was like it was them.
Yeah.
But it was like if they were superheroes. So they didn't have their like Bugs Bunny and stuff.
Yeah,
They had like.
It was essentially the Watchmen of.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah. But they had like different names because it was like alternate reality. If the Looney Tunes were actually superheroes, it was really cool.
I totally remember that. Yeah, that was such a good show.
We should watch that sometime.
Yeah, totally. I've been watching a lot of animated shows recently. I watched like all of The Last Airbender, and then somebody called me out saying, "Hey, you've never seen The Legend of Korra, so why can you hate it?" And I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll watch it."
Who said that?
I don't know who it was, but it was somebody who was like, "You can't talk crap about it if you haven't seen it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you're probably right."
Yeah, it's just fair, fine.
It's
got a lot of potential, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. We'll talk about that more, but I do want to say that I know that she's going to be watching this because I told my dad to watch this because my dad's favorite cartoon character is Bugs Bunny.
Oh, sweet.
He didn't really explain why, but it's always been. My mom's is Popeye.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like Popeye. I think it's good.
I am what I am. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
I am what I am.
So.
That's the best I can do.
The spinach.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer.
So when I was a kid, right, we lived in Germany, and this was like one of my favorite games, and this was like one of the first games that I ever like almost completely completed, you know?
Yeah.
Before I was like really a completionist, this game turned me into a completionist.
Playing Frogger.
Okay, I also want to say that Porky Pig getting in front of the gate reminds me of that guard from Majora's Mask.
Yes, because look, he jumps in everything, and he doesn't even move his feet. He just like, he just like slides.
I bet they'd let us in there.
But yeah, so we had hardwood floors, right?
Yeah.
And one day,
like the rough kind.
yeah, rough hardwood floors, like, and I dropped. So I had a PlayStation 2, and those things are just, those were not worth the salt that they were printed on,
Yeah.
And I totally dropped it on the floor, and my sister, yeah, I'm talking about you, Jana. My sister, who's in the Mario Party videos that are coming out at this time,
Which we recorded a little while ago.
we recorded them a while ago, but she's really funny and she's really cool, but I've never forgiven her for this. She kind of crawled over as fast as she could and just went, and there is just like the deepest scratch on it.
Oh, man.
And it got to that Looney Tunes is like a trademark of Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
And it would just freeze there. And I would just be sitting there like, I want to finish this game! It's so funny. I mentioned it to her like every other day. Like, whenever I see her, like, hey, you remember when you did this? She's like, no, I was a child. And I was like, oh, yeah, right.
I was a child. You're not.
I was a wee babe.
I was a bit tiny.
Alright, kill this tourist, and I think we're gonna end it here. Come on.
No, it's just, yeah. Yeah, buddy.
He's kind of a nightmare looking. Like, also, look at him.
Yo, I love he sounds like a redneck. I love it.
Let me hear.
Yeah, listen, come on. Come on.
My luck to get
You know what? I'm not even gonna wait. Just.
Thanks for all your support.
What a way to end it. Oh my god. You okay?
No, I'm fine.
Alright.
I didn't expect that.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You